Have you ever paused to consider the role of vultures in our ecosystem? Let's take a moment to delve into the world of these often misunderstood creatures. Their importance, I assure you, is far greater than what meets the eye. Vultures, my friends, are nature's efficient cleanup crew. They serve a critical role, ensuring the timely disposal of carcasses and waste that might otherwise litter our landscapes and spread diseases. With their keen eyesight and sharp beaks, vultures feast on the remains that others cannot, breaking down and eliminating potential sources of infection. In doing so, they act as vital sanitation workers of the wild, maintaining the health and balance of our ecosystems. However, the story of the vulture isn't all about their noble role in nature. It is also a story of survival against increasing odds. Despite their ecological importance, vultures face numerous threats that have put their existence in peril. Habitat loss, poisoning, and collision with man-made structures are just some of the challenges that these magnificent creatures have to deal with on a daily basis. But perhaps the most pressing issue is the use of harmful drugs in livestock, which vultures ingest when they feed on the carcasses. These drugs cause kidney failure in vultures, leading to their rapid decline. In some parts of the world, vulture populations have plummeted by a staggering 99% in less than 3 decades. This decline isn't just a loss for the vultures, it's a loss for us all. Without vultures, carcasses would rot, disease would spread, and the balance of our ecosystems would be severely disrupted. It's a grim picture, but one we must confront if we are to appreciate the true value of these vital scavengers. But all is not lost. The recognition of these threats has led to the initiation of a solution: vulture breeding programs. These initiatives aim to bolster vulture populations and ensure their continued role as the unsung heroes of our ecosystem. The journey is challenging, but the goal is clear: to give the vultures a fighting chance for their survival and ours. And so it begins with understanding the vital role of vultures, the threats they face, and the efforts to save them. It's the story of the vultures, and it's a story worth telling. These threats have led to the initiation of a solution: vulture breeding programs. So, what exactly are these vulture breeding programs, you might ask? Well, let's unravel this mystery together. Vulture breeding programs are cleverly designed strategies that aim to ensure the survival of these magnificent birds. They are put in place to counteract the dangerous decline in vulture populations across the globe. These programs are more than just a last-ditch effort. They are a testament to our commitment to preserving biodiversity and protecting these often misunderstood creatures. The first step in a vulture breeding program is the selection process. This involves choosing healthy, genetically diverse vultures to ensure the chicks will have the best chance of survival. This isn't as easy as it sounds, given the dwindling numbers of these birds. But with a bit of patience and a lot of dedication, the right pairs are found. Next comes the nurturing process. Vultures aren't known for their speedy reproductive habits. They lay only 1 egg per year, which means every single hatchling is vital to the survival of the species. The egg is carefully monitored and protected until it hatches, and the chick is then nurtured until it's ready to fend for itself. In the meantime, the adult vultures aren't forgotten. They are provided with a safe, stress-free environment that mimics their natural habitat as closely as possible. This is crucial for their well-being and increases the chances of successful breeding. The final stage is the reintroduction of the vultures into the wild. This is a carefully planned process to ensure the birds can adapt to their new surroundings and thrive. And it's a sight to behold. The moment when the vultures spread their wide wings and take flight, ready to play their part in the ecosystem once again. Vulture breeding programs are a beacon of hope in a world where wildlife is increasingly under threat. They prove that with tenacity, expertise, and a whole lot of heart, we can make a difference. We can give these wonderful creatures a fighting chance at survival. These meticulously planned programs are the last hope for many vulture species. Vulture breeding programs are not just theories, they have produced tangible results. Let's talk about the tale of the California condor, a type of vulture that not too long ago was on the brink of extinction. In 1987, there were only 27 of these majestic birds left in the wild. Thanks to a dedicated breeding program today, their population has soared to over 400, a remarkable victory for conservationists. Then there's the success story of the cinereous vulture in Spain. After facing a drastic decline due to poisoning, habitat loss, and food scarcity, a breeding program was initiated. The results have been nothing short of amazing. The species has made a significant comeback, with their population increasing from just a few hundred in the late 90s to over 2,000 today. And who can forget the dramatic recovery of the white-rumped vulture in Nepal? This particular species was decimated by the use of a veterinary drug called diclofenac, which proved lethal to the birds. In 2006, a breeding program was launched and it has been a game changer. With the ban on diclofenac coupled with the breeding program, the white-rumped vulture is slowly but surely regaining its numbers. Today, there are over 600 of these birds, a far cry from the mere handful that were left a couple of decades ago. But it's not just about the numbers, it's also about reintroducing these birds back into the wild. Each of these programs also includes a release component, where the bred vultures are carefully released into suitable habitats and monitored to ensure their survival. These stories are a testament to the power of human intervention and dedication. The journey hasn't been easy, and there have been many challenges along the way. But the passion and commitment of conservationists around the world have proven that it is possible to bring these magnificent birds back from the brink. These successes demonstrate the potential of vulture breeding programs to reverse the decline of vulture populations. The success of vulture breeding programs is not just a victory for the vultures, but for the entire ecosystem. Vultures are nature's cleanup crew, a role that, while not glamorous, is absolutely crucial. Now imagine a world where this cleanup crew is no longer around. The aftermath would be a landscape littered with dead carcasses, a surge in populations of scavengers like rats and wild dogs, and a rampant spread of diseases. This was the grim reality we were facing with the dwindling vulture populations. But thanks to vulture breeding programs, the tide is turning. These programs have been successful in bolstering vulture populations, and this has far-reaching implications for the health of our ecosystems. With more vultures in the skies, carcasses are being cleaned up more efficiently. This means fewer rotting bodies left to decay in the open, which in turn means fewer breeding grounds for harmful bacteria and parasites. The result? A significant decrease in the spread of diseases, not just among animals, but humans as well. Moreover, the resurgence of vultures has helped restore the balance in the ecosystem. Vultures outcompete other scavenger species for food. So with more vultures around, populations of other scavengers like rats and wild dogs are kept in check. This prevents them from overrunning the ecosystem and causing a domino effect of imbalance. But it's not just about the numbers. Vulture breeding programs also help maintain genetic diversity within vulture populations. Genetic diversity is the bedrock of a species' resilience, enabling it to adapt and survive in changing environments. It's like an insurance policy against extinction. The success of vulture breeding programs, therefore, extends beyond the survival of a single species. It's about preserving the intricate web of life that is our ecosystem. It's about ensuring that every creature, no matter how unassuming, continues to play its part in this grand orchestration of life. The revival of vultures is a crucial step towards the restoration of our ecosystem. The fate of vultures is intrinsically linked to the fate of our ecosystem and ultimately to our own fate. As we stand at the crossroads of conservation and extinction, it's worth considering the future of vultures and us. The story we've unraveled so far paints a picture of resilience, of nature's ability to bounce back when given a chance. And at the heart of this story are the vulture breeding programs, the champions of this remarkable turnaround. These programs have not only given vultures a fighting chance for survival, but they've also demonstrated the vital role vultures play in our ecosystem. They are nature's cleanup crew, preventing the spread of diseases by consuming carcasses that would otherwise rot and fester. But the job is not done. The future of vultures, and in essence our own future, rests on the continuation of these breeding programs. They require our ongoing support, our advocacy, and our funding. As we move forward, we need to continue to raise awareness about the plight of vultures. We need to champion policies that protect them and their habitats. We need to invest in research to understand them better, to develop more effective breeding and reintroduction programs. And we need to remember that the survival of vultures is not just about them. It's about us. It's about the health of our ecosystems, the balance of our natural world, the well-being of our communities. The future of vultures is a reflection of our own future. If they thrive, our ecosystems thrive. If they perish, we lose a crucial part of the natural world that keeps us healthy and safe. So let's ensure that vultures continue to soar in our skies, that they continue to play their vital role in our ecosystem. Let's make sure that we are not the generation that lets these magnificent creatures vanish from our world. In saving vultures, we are not just preserving a species, but ensuring the survival of our ecosystem and our own future.